Hertie, here we are in May 2022. We've interviewed the Royal Community Embracer. So how are things with Community Embrace?
It is getting very, very busy. I mean, with we've had a massive spike from what we had before. Obviously, the last time you came here, it was just making the food boxes and emergency, giving it to families for free, anyone who sort of needed the support. Now, looking at where we are now, being able to have a shelter over our heads and be able to cover some of our running costs, we've now introduced the first community pantry in Harlow. I mean, it sounds similar to the food bank, but the idea of the pantry model gives families an opportunity to come and pick and choose what they would need, the quantities that they would need. There are some restrictions on certain items, like maybe essentials or toiletries and things, but in terms of food and that, giving people an opportunity to actually decide, oh, I need brown bread today, I don't need white bread, and that kind of thing. So that is the kind of the difference between having the surplus food, you know, when we're making just the boxes, and having the pantry model.
Is there an element that you'd rather you weren't here? You know what I mean? You'd rather there wasn't a need, that there was no need for you or the food bank, but there is, isn't there?
Absolutely. I mean, when we started this project, we had no idea of food we had poverty was the last thing we ever thought of. This whole project started with a food waste project. The number of items that are being wasted, yes, if it's best before and all that, we understand, but sometimes there's actually nothing wrong. It could be a surplus stock, it could be an over ordering or something like that. The stores cannot use them, or it's a wrong barcoding. All of these were being binned and going to landfills. So this project started as a food waste project, rescuing food from going to waste, which could be utilized in other areas. And now all of a sudden the pandemic hits in and it has become a real need.
And here we are, you'll find it here on a Saturday afternoon. It's very, people can see people in the background. There's been, you know, so is this a typical Saturday afternoon?
This is nothing. This is, yeah, I mean, it's very busy. On an average, since the pantry opened, the pantry is a membership model, which also gives people, just like you go to Costco or Booker, you have your membership card, so you feel part of the project rather than, you know, at the bottom of a class or anything. So anytime you come, it's £5 a membership per adult a year, and it's £2.50 anytime you come and shop. So for instance, we get the stuff ready, from fresh produce to whatever we've got, we are able to rescue, or able to, we work closely with the Bounty Club and the food bank who have been supporting us, and Phoenix Resource.
And finally, Buckingham Palace. Tell us about that. How did that come about?
Wow. A lot of mixed emotions. I had the call a week before Valentine's Day, when I was going through a very, very difficult challenge of my, you know, moment of our life. I lost my mother-in-law. My husband had lost 2 sisters. There was a lot going on, and then suddenly you have an unknown number calling, and I'm someone who hardly picks up unknown numbers. So I picked up and it wanted to confirm, is that Hertie of Community Embrace? And I said yes. Okay, my name is this, and it came from the Lord Lieutenant's office in Essex, in Chelmsford. That was when I realized that, okay, you know, so Hertie, you have been selected to attend the garden party in there. And I was like, what are you talking about? But, you know, I was taken aback, I was shocked, I was like, okay, so is it the whole of Community Embrace, can we all go? And they said, no, your name was put forward, so it has to be you, but you're allowed to bring an adult over 18. And I didn't really, I got the excitement, but it was until I got the actual invitation with the royal seal on, and I realized it's actually happening, I'm not sleeping. So it was a beautiful experience. Something different, something to talk about for many years, being able to be in the palace, engage with nearly 3,000 and over people, have an opportunity to speak to the prince, and, you know, really enjoy, have a feel of what British royalty is.
But we have, and on a separate film, we've talked to you about life in Ghana. People in Ghana must be very proud of you.
I must say that I'm fortunate to be able to get to where I am now. A lot of us do try, not that we don't have the way forward, but it is challenging, but being able to come this far, I just call it grace.